yourself to have this conversation.
Douche nozzles.
How old are you, bro?
Douche nozzles.
Yes, you guys are idiots. Why do you guys come in here from Twitch stream? Like, how
you don't think Ben Shapiro's a high value man?
Fuck.
Let's take for. Do I think he is? I don't think he's a high value man.
But, wait, so now this number one: don't get married, avoid family creation, vasectomy in your 20s, lift consistently,
Vasectomy in your 20s is
sedations,
crazy.
learn game and networking, play to your strengths,
Top three.
resist easing up on your focus,
Learn game and networking, play to your
quickest
strengths,
path to
build
becoming
wealth,
a high value man.
resist easing
And I
up
know that Sneako
your
had some
focus.
point of contention, specifically with number
Don't
3, which
resist
is
it.
get a vasectomy in your. I want to make this very clear for some of y'all, because some of you guys don't understand. I'm not saying I advocate for vasectomies or whatever. I don't have one.
That new hairline looking fire on him too, man. Hey, man. It's new hairline, gang.
But what I am saying is that given the
Junior, I'm gonna
context
go
of
in
what
there
he's
and tell-
tweeting
yo,
for this
new hairline
specific
gang.
situation,
And have kids with her. Then you're just having an empty relationship just to fuck her for your whole life. And then what?
No, he's saying to become high value, which means you make the choice. Do I want to do that or not? So he's giving you the choice to do that, but want to become
No,
high
Myron
value.
just said that it's to become high value, to become attractive to a woman.
Yeah, if that's what you choose.
I
You
feel
don't-
like
you
we're
don't have
2
to.
months away from tweets of like, give your bro like the key to your fucking cock chastity cage to make sure that you guys are fucking around without permission or whatever. Like, I feel like we're. Like, so you guys tweet all the time about how like, oh, like women are fucking disgusting that are freezing their eggs at like 20 and they're never gonna find. And now you've got like guys that go to sperm clinics. Like, here you go. I'm never gonna be able to impregnate my wife because there's like a 30% reversal rate on this fucking surgery.
Oh
but
my
maybe in the
God.
future I
We
can
laugh
inject
at
my
girls who want to
cold
freeze their
fucking
eggs
semen.
all the time.
Yeah, like it's like the same
But
shit.
notice, right? He has 2
that's like
points.
a 90% reversal rate.
Yeah,
actually.
Well, depending on
Is
how
that true?
quick it is. Wait, for vasectomies?
Yeah, to get it reversed and be able to actually.
After like 10 years, it's like 30 to 50%.
Yeah, but
And
your
well,
20s is
Yeah,
10
yeah,
years.
you're supposed to reverse it back within the 10
Well,
years.
wait,
You're
hold on,
supposed to
wait,
reverse it back.
You gotta get a vasectomy at 20, become high value
funny.
by 23, and then get it reversed. Like, what?
The fuck?
I mean, I'm gonna say 23. You're being extreme as usual.
Well, he said
Well,
your
yeah.
20s. That's 10 years.
Yeah,
Yo.
but you could do it, but when you're 28, 29.
So 9 years? What is it, 45% chance of reversal? Bro, you're not going to
Mac
have
and cheese
kids
is too
anymore.
good, dog.
Sterilizing half your audience. That's just wild to me.
Hold on. Notice he
Yeah.
had 2 points there. He said, one, avoid
Let's
what?
get through this.
Family creation, and
Advice says this is how you mitigate fuck-ups in your 20s so that you can become attractive. Now, again, like I said before,
don't
am
know,
I
you're gonna
telling guys go out there and get a vasectomy? No.
No.
But he's giving these points because if you follow those things, it's gonna be very difficult for you to fuck your life up.
Here's a question. On that list, he's got 2 things, okay, about your dick, okay, about avoid family creation, get a vasectomy. Is there anything on that list about like just avoid women?
But
avoid
hold on.
temptation.
Hold on. We know as men, we want women no matter what. Whether we want to abstain or be monk mode, it doesn't matter. However, question for you guys on the panel. If you had a kid, be honest here, would you be where you're at right now?
Destiny had a kid at
Have
his
a
early
kid,
20s.
yeah.
What do you
no.
mean? He's has
He
he has a kid.
Okay.
He's very successful.
But I mean, no, it was a lot of difficulty, of course, yeah.
But be honest though, your kid is amazing, I bet. But at the same time, it did hold you back a little bit.
No,
on
yeah, of
certain
course,
things.
yeah.
He's doing
Sneako,
good.
for you, would you be in the same spot? Honestly,
If I had a kid,
that's the point here.
yeah, who knows where I would have been? My life it would have been a completely different life.
The point is you might not even be here. I'm just trying to say he's saying mitigate risk and say, you know what? Avoid
Well, I
kids.
might not be on the
Yeah,
Fresh
but
and
you
Fit podcast right
wouldn't.
now, but I would have.
But
been
having a
successful in
vasectomy
different
still
realms, and
wouldn't
maybe I-
like mitigate that because you could just have sex without the repercussions. So if anything, niggas would be more tempted to do it
would have taken a
and do it raw.
different
I
path.
think they're freaking. Oh, I can't say that, right?
So why not just like
nigga?
use protection?
Yes,
You
this is-
avoid what? Family creation, which means use a condom too.
No, it doesn't.
You know,
It's
this
just
is
get a vasectomy.
Twitch,
That was
dude.
the-
You know, they get a little scared for what you do sometimes,
Number
dude.
2
You
said
know.
So let me explain a few things here. I wasn't able to do this the last time you guys were talking
I'm
about
experiencing
this.
this all as a jit, man. This is the red pill godfather, apparently. So hey, he's the god of it. He's the one who tweeted that. Okay, this is him, so he know. With his acoustic guitar in the back, and he has a nice little gaming setup. You see a gamer?
About, oh gosh, is it now 2 weeks ago? I think it was Tuesday of last week. You guys had Brandon Carter on. Is that with Derek Moneyberg? Or was that
Yes.
Monday?
Monday.
That was
Monday.
Sorry, let me get my camera back.
That
up.
did focus up. Hold on.
So Monday, you guys were talking to Brandon. Carter. One of the things that Brandon was talking about was you got to love. I'm a high value man is to recognize the fact that you've got sacrifices to make. Okay.
It's like
what is
grandpa
that?
telling like stories from Vietnam. Like, just say, what is a high value man? It's the first part of the tweet. What does that mean?
You tell me what a high value man is. Because here's the thing: is it doesn't matter. It doesn't
Oh,
matter
Lord.
what I say is a high value man. You guys
I can't talk to some of these people sometimes. Even he's old, bro. They act like kids, bro.
It doesn't matter what I say is a high value man because everybody takes this. The point of the tweet is that everybody is going to take this and then insert.
I mean, that shows you when people, even the older people, bro, they stop aging at a certain age. They stop aging at a certain point, bro. He's a little frustrated. Hey, sometimes you can't. Hey. But I feel like a red pill thing is not to be.
Because however
what's
he's
the
defining
high
himself as a high value man in his fishing village, maybe that's what he aspired to.
It has nothing to do with Chile and the village and the car.
See, here's the thing: is you guys want me to say, okay, a high value man makes $100,000 a year. He's fucked 50 chicks. He's like
That's not what we want you to say. If that's what you think, that's what you think a high value man is, bro. That's not what we said, nigga. High value men ain't niggas that making mad money all the time. You know what I'm saying? High value men are stand up people, man. And you know what a stand up dude is? Someone that got some morals, respects himself, his families, the people around him, and doesn't just act slimy like a sick bastard all the time. And that's cool, bro. That's cool, bro. And the money and stuff, that's cool. It comes after, but you can help provide for people and shit like that. That's also what a generous man would do. But a good man, it's really basic things that this world has lost. We're lost. Not on the internet.
Right.
You guys should viewer call-ins more often. It's cute.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, and you should send your OnlyFans girls to come at me to debate me in your proxy next time.
We're asking to debate you right now, and you can't even.
Except next time, please find a girl who actually puts lenses in her glasses. A little weird.
You're so triggered, dude. Are you okay?
Not very rational.
I think
Not a rational
His 6 months will be the
like I said
emotional male.
before,
I think.
because I
some
would
niggas
consider
on his
bench
dick,
Bill a
though.
high
That's
value guy.
crazy.
I would.
Yeah, no, everybody would obviously.
But
Wait, you
again, there's
disagree with
different takes on it.
the grandmaster?
The Godfather, the great granddaddy of the Red
Now
Pill.
y'all just being
Y'all niggas
dickheads.
trolling, man.
Now-
Myron, would you agree with his outlook
granddaddy.
on women?
With Ben Shapiro's outlook on women?
Yeah. Ben Shapiro has literally come at you for exactly this. For everything that these guys are talking about, he's come at you for exactly the same thing.
Yeah, so
You guys did a full show on this.
no, for sure. I disagree
Damn,
with
that
them
nigga
on as far as like the female stuff. Like, oh yeah, that like having sexual experience is like bad for you, like he was trying to say. But I think objectively speaking, from the things that I listed as far as what I think makes a guy high value, he has all those things.
Yeah,
Now he's limited on his knowledge of females for sure, right? Because I think he only got with one girl, and you know she comes from a certain She comes from a family, and a certain family. I don't want to say because we're on YouTube, but I think that set her up. Yeah, cha-ching. That set her up to be a girl that would be to his liking. But the point I'm trying to make is I think Ben Shapiro's a high value guy, but I don't agree with his stances on women.
Well, same thing with Steven Crowder right now. You guys were just talking about Crowder not too long ago. Like right up until he got this divorce and all this stuff started coming out.
You're done.
Guys, but I don't.
Everybody would have said he was a high value guy until now.
I think they're high value guys like Crowder and Ben Shapiro based on what they've accomplished in life. But I don't agree with their standpoints on.
Rolla
females.
thinks that if he disagrees with them, then they can't be.
You guys are like, go back to fucking Twitch. Just go back to Twitch and start playing games again.
Bro, shut up,
Like, go back
bro.
to fucking.
Then they
So upset.
can't be.
Why did it
Like, go back to fucking Twitch. Just go back to Twitch and start playing games again.
Obviously, everyone here at the panel has a different
I
opinion.
kind of
which is
agree.
great.
Yeah, I agree with that.
which is
Respected,
which is great.
accomplished.
Which is
We don't really have a different
I
opinion.
feel like our definition right now, you're pretty aligned at the table.
Yeah, with us three, yeah. But I mean, again, we're looking at things differently in general.
Okay.
Because you guys don't agree. I agree with his tweet if you want to become high value in the quickest amount of time.
But you
Y'all
can't
don't.
agree with it if he doesn't even define it. You can't agree with him if you don't even know what his definition is.
But I just
Does he agree with it? Defined by the way he defines it.
What is?
No, but he did though. He chose what high value means to him. You're missing a point.
Thank you. Fresh is the voice of reason.
It's going over your head because you guys are thinking about 1 point vasectomy. That's it.
We weren't even on vasectomy, but that's okay. I think we come to the bottom of this.
It's common sense.
Well,
Bro.
Myron agrees with the tweet that I'm talking about, according to what his definition of a high value guy is. Correct?
Yeah, he knows his definition.
Yeah.
Exactly.
High value men are just like people.
They're
that have
just
high
trying to
value.
get the conversation over with, bro.
I agree. I got it.
all right. I'll hit these
Get to
other ones.
Get the shit out of here.
We got here Viking Paradigm, ignoring the context, talking over, interrupting ad hominems, goalpost shifting, claiming it's advice when it's not. It's easy to see who's trying to control their viewers and who's not, and easy to see who lost the debate here.
Hey, you're a douche nozzle. That's a douche nozzle thing to say.
Show the Viking, man.
That's not very rational of you.
Life, love, value. Women aren't so simple. Leave these RP dudes alone in their zone to stew. Responsibility, intelligence, and discipline above all, and are talismans of happiness for most people. Enjoy life, grind, and don't glorify.
Hey, I
anyone.
agree.
Okay,
100%.
And then what else we got here? We got Mike Rashid. I
Trollios.
hope y'all don't let Rolo's weird immigration comment fly by.
Immigration comment.
Immigration?
I wish I got an invite for this discussion.
I wish you got an invite for this discussion. He should come to the
Oh
round
yeah,
table
about
next
to
week.
getting high value,
not Trump.
being a high value man, marrying someone.
What am I
and-
talking about?
Immigration?
I don't know.
Okay. All right. What else? Anything else?
Up to you guys. Question mark.
That's it.
John.
Yo, this is done for this
100%.
dude.
100%. If I wanted to learn how to become a successful man, I'd go to Rolo before going to Sneako or Destiny, two grown-ass men who argue like teenage boys.
All right, so a 55-year-old guy calling us douche nozzles to someone who's like 3 times younger, that's a mature way to argue?
Hey.
If that's your idea, then okay.
Wow. Shots fired.
That's
That's just what happened on the show.
Hey, if Trollio's a high value
Great
man,
debation.
Do you have anything to say? Like you called in.
Great
You're just
debation.
staring.
Where can they find y'all?
I mean, they know where to find. We plugged in that.
Go back to Twitch. That's some advice for you. That's some real advice for you guys. You guys have no business fucking being in any of this shit, right?
bro.
You're not ready to have an adult conversation. Everything
A lot of super chats.
I've
like,
seen you
it's pretty
chatting
wild.
more than any other name in the chats. I read chat like whenever I stream, which is when I'm online, and you're in there more than me.
True.
So calling us Twitch, actually, I'm banned on there. I'm on Rumble.
Yeah,
But
I mean-
yeah, if you want to pull the online card, then maybe
You
get
can
off
do
the
that.
internet a little bit and chatting all day. Douche nozzle.
It's a lot harder when it's not just like 22-year-old women being ganged up on a podcast, huh? I'm sorry, Rolo.
No, I'll be happy to fucking debate you, dude. On any topic you want.
We are right now.
we are.
just did.
They're
No,
trying
you're
to.
talking
bro.
about
You
this
don't
one
debate.
fucking tweet is what you're talking about.
Well, we were talking to the godfather of Redpill trying to
Yeah,
decide-
and speaking of fucking tweets, or excuse me, speaking of fucking super chats, was that not you on whatever podcast the other night?
Yeah, I like to support people that go on to have a podcast.
Right. Thank you very much. Thank you for at least admitting it.
Those are the only 2 super chats I've sent in my life. If I'm watching content and I want to know if it's Redpill or not, I just
Seems like you're watching a lot more than you think you are.
every program I've ever been on. It's insane. You should get a tax credit for like watching me.
Bro, do you have anything to say? Why are you staring like that, man?
Just like he got no comebacks, bro. He just it's registered slow in his brain.
I thought you'd have a rap.
It's like, no, you guys. Let's see. Here's the thing: is you guys. First of all, I've thrown out this.
It's registering a little slow.
First of all, this challenge. If you guys want to come to Vegas, come to Vegas. We'll sit across the table from each other.
Oh,
and
we're
we'll
gonna
do it.
build up your fucking dog shit podcast. What are you talking about? Come to Miami.
I am coming to Miami.
Next week.
Oh, cool.
I hope you're here next week.
You guys are so mean, man.
Yeah,
What can we all come
Bro,
together
I
on
didn't even
love,
say.
bro?
What do you mean we're mean? He called us douche nozzles. Oh, it's fine. He's the grand wizard of Redpill, so I can't go say anything about that. But I'm mean now because I'm calling him irrational for not having any arguments at all. Bro, I know you want to defend him because the
That's
book
your
is
boy.
here on
They
the
wanna
table,
defend him.
but,
That's your
like, bro,
boy.
that made no sense.
You guys have not read the book. You guys don't know what the fuck
I'm
you're
not reading your
talking
book,
about.
bro. You can't even define what high value man is. Why would I read a book from a guy who can't have a clear definition?
I know you read the
No,
book.
I'm not even gonna go there.
He's an
For the
idiot.
last half hour, I've been trying to explain to you this shit to you. You guys have no business being in this fucking sphere.
No,
to
you
begin
just
with.
have no You have no business because you can't get your point across. You're gonna make the fucking conversation dead as hell, as it's been this whole time.
First of all.
I
Second
love
of all,
it. Hey.
Forever until you're 65.
second of all, and
That's
the
why I have to
reason
write
why
books.
is because you devolve into. You want to know
can't
why?
debate.
Like when we talk, nobody debates
go write
anymore. 'Cause
books.
You know why? Because it devolves into this middle school bullshit that both of you are. But you guys are perfect. Yes, you guys should marry
Bro,
each other.
you started insulting. Did you? What
You
the-
can't
were
call us
getting
childish when you were
tired.
the one who started insulting. I
You
just
were
asked you a
tight.
question and then you said douche nozzle. Now you're gonna go play the maturity card?
Yeah. Now I'm gonna play the maturity card.
That was a middle school argument. All right. I mean, this is not going anywhere.
This was
Yeah,
a
all
great
right,
debate.
Cholio, see you later.
Debation.
How attractive you are. Society determines how valuable you are. You can't apply that a lot. You can't make fun of the girl, the ugly fat whale who thinks she's a 10 girl boss queen, and then also say a high value man can believe it in his head.
Well, I gave you guys a 10. When I
You have a good definition. You talked about some shit being relatively fit, having a network of people that are very social. Yeah, of course. Yeah, that sounds like
I do. Because here's the thing. For me, I will define it because that will allow you guys to see where I'm coming from when I'm interpreting.
Yeah, we know where you're coming from, but we have the tweet author here. He doesn't know where he's coming from. He seems a little lost right now. So we're trying to figure out, what exactly he means. But
I think again, the tweet. I think that's the important part of the tweet is that it allows people to interpret it how they want, and which is why we're talking about it right now. The tweet did what it was supposed to do. Why would you? If I'm giving advice to people, I don't want them to interpret it how they want. Otherwise, what the fuck is the point of my message? If I'm telling
not giving advice to people, that's the whole point of this. Do you want? It's impossible it's impossible to put anything out there without people interpreting it as follow these steps. Here's your 12 rules for life, and you're going to live a happy
rules
life.
for being a high value man. That's literally what your tweet was. Do these things. High value. What is the wording of the tweet? Go back to the tweet itself.
So here's in that wording of the tweet. What's the last part of that? What's the last one? Resist easing up on your phones. Whatever's like. Do you want me to insert what you ought to be doing? You ought to be
the
coding.
Quickest path.
Is that what I should say?
To becoming
you ought to be becoming a
man. professional
athlete. I don't know what your fucking strengths are.
You can simplify and say work hard.
Again, here's the thing. If I say, you know what, you ought to be an NBA player. And it doesn't matter if you're 5'9", fucking stay on your focus, and you're going to be the best NBA player you can possibly be.
No, that'd be terrible advice.
That would be absolutely terrible advice because this is advice. That's why. Okay, this is a list that is meant to get so you get an idea of what the fuck it is that you're going to do so that you can become that high value man. Protect yourself. Don't get married. Avoid family creation. That's second. Again, this is over the top shit. Anybody who knows anything about my material, when I throw this out there, they know this is over the top shit.
What else on that list?
The fucking fire for douche nozzles like yourself.
Douche nozzles is a key word,
I don't want to be a
bro.
douche nozzle, but what else?
Yeah, besides number 3, what else here is over the top?
Besides vasectomy.
Well, live consistently, okay? Well, what if, some people will say, well, that's vanity, right?
Myron, there's no way you agree with it.
You want to know why guys get into so much fucking trouble in their marriages? It's because of that ideal. Because every guy who ever got married thought that she was the best fucking thing in the world. Otherwise, he wouldn't have got married to her. And then until he gets across the divorce table from her, and now she's a fucking evil monster.
You genuinely don't think that there's quality women in the world?
I think that there are women who have different attributes than others that match very well with guys. Sure, there are good clicks, of course. But the thing is like the idea of the quality woman is an ideal that guys have that gets them into a lot of trouble. That's why they're in love with the ideal, not the actual person.
That's why high value men, but there aren't high value women.
I'm not saying that I said there aren't high value men and there aren't high value women. Okay, it just depends on who we're talking about.
I don't know what the hell he's talking about, bro.
In the context,
I don't even know what the fuck we're talking about.
I get what you're saying.
It's just nothing.
But I feel like I need to do mushrooms before I come on this show. That's what it feels like. The kind of conversation.